All right. Hey guys, Shane here from Organic. This is another case study, SEO case study that I've wanted to record for a long while, but just haven't got around to it. This time it's in the UK, basically a paralegal. In the UK they call it solicitors, but I quickly Googled what the difference was between a solicitor and a lawyer. And basically a solicitor is someone that does, a lot of like the general legal work, and a lawyer is more a fully licensed practitioner. Um, so heading back over here. So we actually help this company go from just relying on referrals to actually getting calls on a monthly basis. When they first came to us, their website didn't look this refined. They now have like a pretty refined, good looking websites that's properly siloed, as you can see. There are quick links here, the guides. We have the services. And I don't believe there are any like location pages on this one because they're already getting like quite a bit of jobs for their practice. Now to head over here, I had a quick look. I'll show you the live back end of the Google My Business. Actually, just let me do it right now. So as you can see, over 800 profile interactions, and this is over the past 4 months, I guess. Yeah, it could be like 4 months. Now, in terms of calls, over 280 calls made from their Google My Business. And I always like to mention that these are just calls from your Google My Business profile. A lot of people will click through to their website. So there are at least 200 folks or, clicks to their websites. And some of those folks actually takes action on their website. Once they've seen the website, they're of course, going to reach out, and especially when their website looked that good, right? So, there are no bookings. They don't have that feature on there. And as you can see, a lot of folks are just asking for direction. So if you do local SEO, if you do it right, what's going to happen is your Google My Business profile is going to skyrocket. The system that we set up clients with in order to get reviews and just outpace their competitors is insane. Especially when it comes to like getting 5-star reviews. As you see here, he has over 200 reviews. When he first came to us, they were just relying on referrals. They didn't have that many reviews, and their Google My Business profile was not as refined. Now, because his profile is doing pretty well, I haven't, updated it or done anything to it like lately. But yeah, on a regular basis, they're getting reviews, they're getting posts made, but there's some additional stuff that we're doing nowadays in order to stay competitive in terms of like optimization of the Google My Business profile that we weren't doing before. But it doesn't really matter because their competitor is just not doing much. So they are ranking pretty well. And this is another client that I'm happy to showcase because they're getting a lot of work already. So their problem is not getting more leads. So they get, they get a lot of like, those guys that reach out to you for like SEO services, like, hey, I can help you, I can help you with your SEO. And I get that too. And like, didn't you look at my website? Because if you did, you would see that I actually offer that as a service. So this is pretty good. Now to head back over here, I will show you some screenshot from the messages we got from him like a while back, just so you see that I'm not just, talking shit. Uh, right. So yeah, basically it's an immigration solicitor firm or just practice in Nottingham, in the UK. My mom used to live in the UK. I don't really know where Nottingham is, but my mom used to live in the UK. So I used to go there, quite often. And our SEO services works for the UK, Australia, the United States, pretty much anywhere. It's just that I prefer to work in English or Dutch because, like, I can do Dutch too. But, I don't get a lot of clients from like the Netherlands. Yeah, so it is what it is. So as you see here, they started out with zero organic leads. They were 100% reliant on referrals. And this is a screenshot that I was able to quickly pull from the chat, right? Do you need help with ranking? Let me see here. Yes, Shane, I think. And I asked him this because I checked out his profile once he reached out to me, right? So he said, hey, and I had a look and I saw what he was doing. So he wanted to take his business online as opposed to just relying on referral clients only. So that's pretty much exactly what we did with him, right? So So yeah, the problem, as you know, he just mentioned it here. He's reliant on referrals, and a lot of times when businesses like that come to us, it's either they have been in business for a while, and or for a long while, and they've just not considered online marketing, or just haven't taken it seriously, or they've been in business for a short while, and they're just starting out, so they're reliant on referrals, but they would want to quickly bring their business online. So we have an entire process that we go through, entire roadmap that we take all of our clients through, setting them up with like smart website, growth websites in order to grow their business. Basically, once we set them up, they have everything they need in order to grow their business. And then it just comes down to doing the work, right, servicing their clients, and then also getting more reviews. And we take care of like a lot of like the back end in terms of getting the foundational stuff set up. And if they would like, we can also do SEO for them, but it's not a must. So yeah, I think the problem was pretty clear, right? This website was not that good, meaning thin content, no schema markup, the site was slow. I would need to have a look to see if we have a screenshot or a documentation of his website back then, but it was not as good as his current website right now. This just looks really good, well refined. It looks super professional, right? So it's a huge difference, and this is gonna make right. I had this guy reach out to me, and I told him like, yeah, in order to rank your Google My Business, we also need to get you a website, right? He didn't have a proper website, and we need to make sure that website is properly optimized and everything. It's aligned with your Google My Business profile. He didn't listen. He basically told me that I was old school, or said that that's old school marketing. And you just want to focus on his Google My Business profile. And he will soon find out that your Google My Business profile is dependent on also your website. So yeah, it is what it is. I wish I could just like, push him in the direction of getting at least a website, whether it's from me or from someone else. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, uh, so yeah, that's the problem essentially. He quickly, once I laid out what needed to be done, which I will discuss in a bit, I sent over a proposal. Just I guess I think I was still working with proposal back then, and he had a quick look, and he was excited to get started. Right, so. What did we do? We basically optimized his Google My Business profile, started posting on there, and in many cases, we also create custom images that can be reshared to social media. And today, actually 2026, right? We're actually turning reviews into social posts, and also some other stuff in terms of like automation and follow up when it comes to getting more reviews on their Google My Business profile. So back then we were doing FAQs, or just what you call like Q&A, right, on the Google My Business profile. This is no longer, so I can just X that out. Google no longer allows this, or I think for certain countries it's still allowed, but I think they're phasing that out. So optimize the Google My Business profile. That's number one. That's one of our pillars. And then also getting in like proper citations. So like I said, he didn't have any kind of like online presence. So we had to do a lot of that work. So making sure that his NAP, name, address, phone numbers are consistent. Also that he's in legal directories. So very important for his niche. And just making sure that we get the right social profiles, the right profiles and listings for him, right? So that was like those are like two of the cornerstone pieces that we actually helped him achieve. And then it comes down to like the technical stuff. I won't bore you with that. Just making sure that you have a proper, good website that looks clean and professional. No one wants their legal troubles or legal problems handled by someone that cannot even take care of like their own business or their own brand. So yeah, of course, making sure that the content on the website is clean and good. And in terms of the blog articles, in this case, the business owner, he wanted to write his own content. And of course, being a paralegal, it's totally fine. And I think he would probably write more or better content than maybe the average writer out there. So that's pretty good. And then you have the typical on-page optimization, making sure that the titles, meta tag, and all of those stuff are taken care of, proper interlinking and structure. So What we also did was making sure that we build backlinks to the site, right? And also the citations, the directories, those are also backlinks. And we also did press releases at that time. Now, his budget was a bit limited. So we did, I think, like every 2 or 3 months, we did a press release, besides building a bit of backlinks to his Google My Business, just so Google sees that his brand is growing. His brand is like, there's excitement happening. There's something happening there. So, and like I said, I already showed the results, but these are like screenshot. But I think it's like better to just show like the live results. And this is another client where they're extremely happy with the work that we've done. I'm still friends with this guy on Facebook. So I often see the results that he's getting for his clients right there. He's helping them with like immigration issues. And if you know, right, immigration issues, if you've lived abroad, if you've traveled, it can be pretty cumbersome. So he is doing pretty great work. His clients are happy with the work that he's doing, and we're happy that he's able to help more people out there. And getting a 5-star rating like this, maybe 4.8, but right, 5-star rating like this is pretty difficult. You must be doing something good, and that's why I love this kind of like work, helping folks like you get online, getting an online presence established. Like if you don't have a website, if you don't have a Google My Business setup, we have the roadmap for you to get set up in the shortest amount of time, right? We won't be able to do everything overnight, but we have a clear process laid out for you, right? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, that will help you scale your business. And as long as you're doing good by your customers, right? You're performing well. You're going to get results. You're going to get reviews. You're going to get results, and those results are going to turn into more work. And as you get more work and as you grow, the system that we set up for you is going to help you get even more business. Now, I must say, I cannot help you if you have like a 2-star rating. If you have a 2-star rating, right? 3 stars, I can understand maybe, but 2 stars, 1 star, it just means that you're not doing good by your customers. You're not providing great services, and it's just going to make my job, the job of my team, much more difficult. So yeah, that's my quick case study. I wanted to do it a bit faster, but anyways, as you can see, results. The client is happy. He's happy with the results that he's getting. He's also like he loves his website and everything. So yeah, if you're watching this and you need help with your online presence, meaning you don't have a website or anything like that set up, you don't have any automations, any follow-up sequences, any way to get like reviews, ask for reviews, follow up for reviews, pretty much everything that you need in order to succeed online, or anything that you need to succeed online, just reach out to us. Head over to organicsagency.com or just check the link below and just reach out to me. All right. Cheers.